So online, please confirm. Now no echo, right? Okay. So are we visible and audible properly? Online can confirm. Okay. One moment. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Start.
Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and future Toastmasters, welcome you all for 623rd meeting of the Madras Toastmasters Club. For those who didn't know, Toastmasters International is a non-profit organization founded by Smedley in 1924. The mission of the Toastmaster is to provide the mutually supportive and positive learning experience for the personal growth. There are 4 core values of the any Toastmasters International. The first is integrity, the dedication to excellence, service to the member, and respect for the individuals. There are few ground rules need to be followed. I request all the speakers, please refrain who are speaking from taboos like sex, religion, and politics. Second, I request all the all the attendees and the members to please refrain your name. So if you are a Toastmaster, please mention Toastmaster Anirudh. Right? If you are in the role play, participating in the role play, mention that your role name, your Toastmasters your name. For the guest, mention guest and your name in order to avoid the confusion. And also, who are using the second device, use the device to then your roles and your Toastmaster name. Okay. I'm going to forward you the 2 forms. The one is for the member to mark the attendance, and second is that so we need the complete information and details about the guest. So that our VP membership will come and contact with you. Right? So enjoy the meeting and handing the floor to our presiding officer. Thank you, ma'am. Yes.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests.
Morning.
I would like to declare open our 623rd meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club. What is so special about today?
You have some food?
Yeah. So there are quite a lot of special things about today. So yesterday we had an awards night in the district 120, and our club have achieved quite a lot of awards, and our members have achieved a few of them as well. Let me read out one by one. So it is not very easy to get few awards that I'm going to read here. So it is because of all the hard work of the ExCom members, the Toastmasters in our club, that we are able to achieve these awards. Let me tell you what are the awards. Golden Gavel. Can we give a big round of applause for that? Award that is given in the district. So this is an award which not all the clubs can get, and it's a very, very difficult award. It has quite a lot of things inside. So you can go to a Toastmaster District 120. If you are interested in knowing how we got this award, please reach out to me. I'll let you know what are the things we did to get this award. I would like to recognize Toastmaster Suhasini's effort. Is a very important role who, they play an important role to achieve this golden gavel. So it is the hard work of 2 terms. So it is not only our term, it is also Toastmaster Babu Shankar's term, the president who was the president in the previous term. So it is the hard work of 2 terms that we got golden gavel award. So let's give a big round of applause for all the contributions from members that we are actually from That is a big recognition that we got from District 120. And we have a few awards apart from for the club. We have long-standing Toastmaster Award for DTM Rao sir. Can someone spotlight him, please? Yeah. And Division Director Toastmaster Arun got an award for his excellence. We had two area directors from our club, Toastmaster Srini and Toastmaster Seshadri. Spotlight, okay. Okay. So, Mentor Pool Coordinator Award was given to Toastmaster Sriram. Toastmaster Arun are offline here. And Triple Crown Award was given to Toastmaster Arun, to DTM Pat, Toastmaster Preeti, Toastmaster Sriram, Toastmaster Balakrishnan. And 2020 award to Toastmaster Preeti. Award to DTM Jekar sir. And Leadership Excellence Award to Toastmaster Karthik Shivakumar. These are the awards we received during yesterday's award. DTM Triple Crown. Triple Crown for DTM. I think I have covered all the awards we received yesterday. So it was we had a few members who attended yesterday's meeting, yesterday's award meeting, and it was an excellent meeting yesterday, and we had a lot of recognitions. So that is one thing special about today. What is another special thing about today? Any guesses? Election. So we are going to we are coming to the end of this term. We are going to move on to the next term. We have a new set of leaders who are going to contribute to our club's success. So we'll be having the election at Toastmasters. She will be conducting that. That is special. And anything apart from Toastmasters? What is special about today?
Fathers.
So we have quite a lot of fathers here. So today is Father's Day. So I would like to wish all the fathers out here a very happy Father's Day. With that, do we have any guest online? Any guest online? No, I guess. So any guest offline? Please come over and introduce yourselves. We have a guest offline. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Balaji Srinivas.
You can probably talk here.
This is my first time here. Currently doing MBA in Chennai University. I wanted to explore Chennai. First, for my first year was online mode. Into Chennai as well.
You are Balaji. Okay. Thank you so much. Enjoy today. So I think we have only one guest for today offline. So as and when we see guests online or offline, we can probably introduce them. With that, let me hand over the control to our TMOD for today, who is a very special person. I have an introduction about him. So Toastmaster Balakrishnan. Toastmaster Balakrishnan started his Toastmasters journey in 2000. He has attended club meetings in Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, apart from Chennai. He was the president of TASCA, Bahrain, and he also held the position of president in May Spring Toastmasters Club, Kuwait. And he's a founder member of Madras Toastmasters Club, and he would like to mentor clubs and Toastmasters as well. So with that, I would like to hand over the control to our TMOD for today, Toastmaster Balakrishnan.
Thank you for that nice introduction.
Let me share my screen. So TMOD has some video to be played. Let me share my screen. It will be better if I can do it here.
Sorry for that.
Suhasini? You have it in the chat, Suhasini? Okay. Hope my screen is visible. We are not able to hear.
It's okay.
Okay, sir. Let me come from the beginning. You might have to use audio. That is something unexpected. Over to you, sir.
My name is Balakrishnan. People call me Bala. I have another name. In Unit India, they used to call me Bali. When I went to Dubai, they called me Dubai Bali. And in Doha, they call me Doha Bali. I am back. Bali is back. So Madras Toastmaster Club. 2009, I left 12 years in Gulf. I didn't say it. That was my prison life. Fellow Toastmasters, Madam President, welcome guests and young guests. Thank you for that background music. It was nice, occasion to come back to this Madras Toastmaster Club and start on Father's Day. Who is the most happiest person here? Any happiest person here? It could be lady also, not on Father's Day. A lady can be, Madam President can be happy because you made father proud. Any happy person? Huh? Anirudh? Anand? Yeah, these two children are very happy. You are happy for making your father proud, right? Happy Father's Day. See, today we have agenda. Let me go back to agenda and may I ask the VP Education, is there any changes in the agenda? Can we put agenda on the line so that guests will know?
Toastmaster Manu is not available. So
Second
we have
speaker.
only one speaker, Toastmaster Anand.
Yeah, for people to know that we have changed timer to note that we have only one speaker today, and I'll go back and start from word of the day. Intent. I learned this intent in when I joined Unit India, where joining immediately they say give an intent. So we give rubber pencil, eraser. First we put white fluid because being a typist, that is a one. So many things. Intent. Then implementation of intention is the theme of the day. Our intention when we join Toastmasters, what is that? We all have intention. Many intentions in life, goals in life. But as a Toastmasters, what is your intention? For successful club series, there are two manuals. One is keeping the commitment. Normally, this is taken 15-20 minutes or this, and I'll be completing this in 1 minute to give a brief bullet point on what is the commitment of each Toastmasters. In club mission, every club while starting, many a times we read or we tell people what is the commitment as a Toastmasters you have. If you are committed, every club, every member is committed, then every club will be the outstanding club in the world. Participate, attend club meeting regularly, prepare speech project carefully, prepare and fulfill any assignments, and interact with people. I'm bored of online because I could not interact with anybody. So I am here. Why are you all there? Anyone from, no? I'm a Toastmaster of the day. I'm not a speaker. You can unmute and answer me. Why you are all there? Why you can't come here?
So it is not like I cannot come, sir. But every day I used to travel 50 kilometers from my office to and fro. So Sunday is the one day I feel relaxed. So that's why I'm joining online.
I wanted to make it lighter. I understand, just as a joke. You know, to pull people to offline meetings so that it will be better. Then maintain club quality. How? Bring guests. Thank you for coming. You will be very happy. You have chosen the right path and you are in the right club. Your future will be, you know, under do it yourself. Here we don't teach. Do it yourself. Follow guidelines and rules. And just to complete this conclusion, clubs are only as strong as their members. Guarantee the success of your club. With this, I'll be moving on to the routine agenda. As I said, we have 3 parts, education sessions. One is prepared speech. The second is, the most important is, always I like, is table topics. Volunteer guests, you can volunteer your name. Today we have a wonderful table topic master we will introduce later. And we also have a general evaluator who will be, you know, sitting from a corner. He will be observing and you'll be giving feedback to the people. He's a nice gentleman. I worked with him in the his intention implementation. I asked him. He said, "We planned for YLP, we executed YLP. That is where the implementation success comes." And he is none other than, you know, immediate past president of Madras Toastmasters Club. He's a product manager at Secure Solutions, and his hobby is music. Listening to music is passion. Please put your hands together and help me welcome the triple crown of Madras Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Sriram, to do the general evaluation.
What a great day on a Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all. So, see a lot of my business today. Fresh mind, couple of time. So let's make this a great day. And today I'll be the general evaluator, and I'll be seeing the overall solution of the evaluation part, and also I'll be giving feedback at the end of today's. To help me, there are 2 teams, 4 actually. 4 teams have tag is timer, or counter, and to help me the timer load. Toastmaster Tenzing, the man who scaled Mount Everest. So Tenzing is actually he's born in Tibet, settled in India, and when he was 6 years old, he came to India with his parents. He accomplished on Buddhist philosophy studies, and nowadays he's teaching to some of people in India as well. He's also honing his English proficiency from British Council and communication skills from Toastmasters. So welcome, Tenzing. And before that, I would like to, when I asked him, what did he want to do when he is alone or enjoy himself? He said, he would like to take time and enjoy traveling where he had never been. So what do you think?
Good morning, Toastmasters. Thank you so much for chapter. One introduction of And today I'm going to play the role of timer. The role of timer is to note down the time taken by all the speakers. For people speeches, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. I will show green at 5 minutes, amber at 6 minutes, and red 7 minutes with 30 second less time. For table 2 weeks, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. I will show green at 1 minute, amber 1 minute, 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes with 30 seconds less time. For evaluation, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. I will show green at minutes, amber at 2.5 minutes, and red at 3 minutes with 30 seconds less time. At the end of the meeting, I will submit my vote to general. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Renzi. All the best. And next, I would call how about Toastmaster Surapati. I think she's online. Surapati, are you there? Surapati, are you there?
Toastmaster Sudarkudi.
I'm online.
Oh, okay. So before you call, I will introduce her. She's actually a doctorate and registered patent agent. Presently, she's patent officer in Present Innovation and Incubation Council. Her hobbies are reading and traveling, and she would like to take time out meeting friends. What do you, Toastmaster Sudakodi?
Yeah, thanks for the introduction. I'm playing the role of the R counter today. And the role of the R counter is to note down the pauses or repetition of words like and the, and things like that. Thanks.
Thanks, Toastmaster Sudakodi, for reading out the responsibilities. Next, I would call Toastmaster Saravana. Saravana, are you there? Oh, sorry. Yeah. So before I call, I would like to do a quick introduction. He works in Love Incorporation as piping engineer. His favorite pastime, reading books and playing with others.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Today I play the role of grammarian. As a grammarian, my purpose is to carefully listen to all speeches, everyday speeches. I will look upon the improper usage of the language, also the proper usages or extra outstanding words which they have mentioned. At the end of the meeting, I will submit. Okay.
Thanks, Toastmaster Saravana. We also have a evaluation segment where after the speaker speaks, we have sort of early. And this, I would hand over the control back to TMOD, Rajini for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, General Level Toastmaster Sriram, for introducing his team and conducting GEO, General Evaluation. Now, in Toastmasters, you see, now one of the things we say that we learn from others how they do. At the same time, there is also, as I said, feedback is given. First, let me ask the evaluator for today's first speaker. That is, we are moving into the session, prepared speech. Before I call upon the speaker, we have Karthik Shivakumar, outstanding leader, who will be, giving a project objective. Over to you, Karthik Shivakumar.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. My target speaker, Toastmaster Anand, is in the path of motivation strategy, doing this level 2, project 1, understanding your communication style. The title of his speech is Winning the Heart and Mind. The purpose statement of this project is for the member to learn about different communication style, to identify his or her primary style. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share the impact of his or style on others. Thank you, and back to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, evaluator. In every club meeting, in clubs, some people, when the role of R counter or grammarian is given, you will see their enthusiasm. They will take up and they will do the role seriously. That is where the commitment and passion will be. And sometimes, even in table topics, this person will be, happy. He will raise hand, sir, call me. He will come and he will speak. Now, before I move on to the speech, I was talking about this gentleman who will be giving the project today. He works at Cipla. His interest is towards coaching and guiding the society in health, wellness, creating an awareness on disease and its management. Hobbies are reading, cycling, and traveling. And one more thing, when I asked him about the theme, he says, intention will be complete when we implement those goals through our actions. With this, please help me welcome with thunderous applause, Toastmaster Anand.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for your warm introduction. Good morning, Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. The language of the great leaders is communication. Each and every person has his own communication skills. They are unique in nature. If you see the great communicators, it's not inborn. They can be acquired, that communication skills. So what the communication skill is that, if you master the art of communication, you can excel your presentation in front of your leaders, colleagues, associates, as well as friends, as well as in families. There are 4 types of the communication skill. The first one is that it is direct. The second is that it is analytical. The third one is that it is initiative. The fourth one is that supportive. Let us discuss one by one. Let us first move on to the direct. The name itself suggests that it is a direct, right? The person exhibit direct in his approach, is completely forthcoming in his behavior. As well as, if you see that direct communication states, for example, my father is a completely direct communication skills, right? Whenever I score low mark, or whenever I watch TV during my college days, immediately he pinpoint me. What are you doing? Right? Please move on. Go and study. Right? Immediately, he also expect the positive response, the direct response from my side also. If I give any cock and bull stories, immediately you will react. Don't beat on the bull. Come to the point. So see, even if you see the tone of voice, if you of those people, they are completely forthcoming. They exhibit very aggressiveness, and also they exhibit the dominant personality traits. If you are aligned with this goal, and that is about the direct. And second is initiative. See this, right? These people are completely initiative. They are very sociable. They are fun-loving and enthusiastic. Whenever we go outing, all right, during my leave days, what will happen? My father will enjoy with us. He is very sociable, and he will completely tell about his past life experience when he was studying in college and in the school. It was a fun-loving, and completely we will go to the nostalgic moment and we enjoy. So this is about the initiators' communication skills. The third, the most beautiful part is that the analytics, the analytical communication skills. They completely, the name itself suggests they analysis. They want more detail. See, during my college days, if my score is very less, then I need to give the justification to my father why the score is very less. What the reason? What's the reason? This is a thing, right? So if I am not giving justification properly, immediately he fires. The fourth is that the supportive communication style. This is a supportive communication style. The name itself, it suggests that they will exhibit low level of dominance and also they will have more amount of sociability and supportive. See, if you see the supportive communication skills, they are completely loyal, and as well as they are more dependable. So, right, whenever if you work along with anyone, I work with my, see, I don't know how to ride my bicycle. My father was coaching me. At that time, he was displaying his supportive leadership skills. Right, he was supporting. Please, right, keep the handbag properly. Right, look at the front. Don't bend your hips. Right. So whenever I do something good, he reinforced that behavior. He act like a nurturing parent. He is more supportive. Something the first time I have started riding my bicycle, immediately has given the positive reinforcement as a token of appreciation. He has given he bought a juice and they are very supportive. So these are all the 4 communication skills, right? See, by doing the assessment in the internet, I come to know this is my behavioral style. That is, I belongs to supportive. That is my primary style of communication. If you see my secondary style of communication, I'm an initiator. On the contrary, if you see at my workplace, my boss is somewhat different. He's completely a direct communicator. As well as if you see his secondary communication style, he is a completely analytical. So both are in contrast completely. Is it possible to create a rapport with the other person who is having the different communication styles? Yes. Yes or no? Yes, it's possible. What the great communicators, what the research says is that the great communicators, they flex according to the other person's behavioral styles. Right? They think in terms of others. They see the world by the other person's eye. They think, right? They move and make decision in terms of others. If you do such thing, you can connect with the other person in unconscious. We can establish a trustworthiness and credibility with the other person. If you come to my boss, right? As we discussed that, he's a direct as well as he's a analytical. So how I am, whenever I have a one-to-one sales discussion with my boss, what I do, okay, I give completely a direct answer. I never beat around the bush. I never tell cock and bull stories. To the point. What's the question? What's the answer? And if you see my tonality, I will little bit tune my tonality into a high pitch and a fast pace because he is a direct communicator. And second, he is an analysis. So whenever I do my sales presentation, I update complete data. Completely, I give the details about the data. What is my sales? Is it right? Yeah. What is my presentation? Everything perfectly. Right? I completely mingle with them. Okay. Finally, if you come to right. So such a way I establish a deep interpersonal relationship with my boss. Okay. So if you flex your personality style, all right, with other person, I'm sure you can win the heart and mind of the people. Thank you. Over to you, Pedro.
It was wonderful tips on, understanding the communication skill and interpersonal, how the communication happens. This is what you learn in Toastmasters. One of the difficult tasks as a TMOD is commenting on the speaker, because as a TMOD, you are supposed to move from one speaker to another speaker, and to evaluate the speaker, there is an evaluator. So I cannot cross the limit. And second, if there is a competition, 3 or 4 people will be speaking. So if I comment for one speaker in a better way and give appreciation, the other 2 people. So as a TMOD, this is what I take care. Very important. The one comment I want to say is that excellent for this Toastmasters that he has chosen. And today I have the liberty to say you because he is the only speaker and best speaker. Timer, can I have that timing? For
Yes, I don't know.
what is the time? He qualified. Very good. Thank you. Many times we have surprise in Toastmasters, and sometimes last minute we drop out. Some people drop out, and VP Education and President they think what to do, and they come up with nice plan to improve the quality of the club. What is the important part in a Toastmasters in every meeting? Table topic. And without wasting much time, roles and responsibilities. To be a successful club, we need to know what is the roles and responsibilities. Who can teach better than from someone from district who has been in this club from this formation of this club? I take this liberty. I passed on this baton of president to this wonderful gentleman. He carried on and kept the club flying high. He's a very good human being, wonderful personality, and very good presenter. Any guesses about ATM Jaikan? 10 minutes green, 12 minutes amber, 14th minute red, 15 minutes. Okay, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day.
Over to you.
Hello, Toastmasters and guests. A sudden educational session on roles and responsibilities. That's the topic. Roles and responsibilities in a meeting.
Yes, sir. Not at home.
Let's, after Toastmaster Anand and the TMOD, Toastmaster Bala, I am actually at a disadvantage. Because they have spoken everything what I thought I talked now. I do not know what to see at the moment. Variety of communication he spoke, direct communication, analytical. Let's talk of analytical communication at least, not direct, because the way I was introduced looks that I have been a direct communicator. It's changed myself. Well, let's talk as an interactive session for about 15 minutes. What is this roles and responsibilities, which appears to be the key subject for MTC, particularly today, in this particular scenario? Why do we want to get into roles and responsibilities as an educational session? Now, before that, I would like to ask all of you, let's interact. Can you define what is a meeting? First of all, this is meeting. Meeting roles and responsibilities. So let's start with the word meeting. What exactly is coming?
Yeah, we can hear.
What exactly is the meaning of the word meeting? Can anybody see? Anirudh, can you talk of? Meeting people is meeting people. Professional people, take the connecting decision. So we are all professional.
Purpose and agenda.
Yes, purpose and agenda seems to be the key aspect of why at all we meet. Do we need meetings? Yes, we need meetings. Cross Toastmaster system must have meetings. We should meet because there has to be a purpose and there has to be an agenda. That's very clear. Any other reason why we should exchange of ideas?
To learn and
To learn and grow.
for networking.
For networking, okay. To discuss about the best practice. Best practice. Okay. First and foremost, Toastmasters rose to a concept called meeting. There are only two clear identities in Toastmasters. One we call as a club, another we call as a district. All the rest are in. A club has a very clear protocol, procedure, and enumerate. District also has, and the districts end up with a board of governors. Board of That's how the entire institution works. This is the process. But what is the crux of all this is? The crux is how to improve or encourage and develop communication skills within. If you really scan the society, sociological system, you will find that communication seems to be the key. In fact, there was a very good speech on communication system by Mr. Anand just now, where he enumerated various styles of. But all these styles of communication defines what we actually should do in our daily life. Our entire life system or life science goes on evocation. So the Brahminian evocation means Brahminian user. Evocation means no doubt. Important thing is in our evocation, we need to succeed only through good communication. If we are able to communicate, only then we can succeed. Now, Toastmasters encourages you to communicate, teaches you how to communicate. At the same time, bring in leadership skills. Honestly, it is the cheapest platform. I don't mind using this word cheapest. Does not mean you are bringing a brand down, but it is the cheapest method of bringing communication and leadership. There's no other forum that can create the kind of communication skill and leadership other than Toastmasters. Numerous anecdotes are there. Obama was a president, and Obama, if you look at his profile, he was the least wanted candidate to become the president. Everything was negative with Obama. Everything. First of all, he was a black. Secondly, he was a Muslim. But he had no senatorial experience. But he won with a landslide majority. He got a landslide majority. He was coached by Toastmasters to give speeches. How to give persuasive speeches, how to give inspiring speeches, which areas of which states he should concentrate for what type of speeches. And there he was so good that his communication took him elsewhere. All his contestants lost like anything just because of the way he communicated. After that, he got into good leadership systems and he was an excellent leader. But otherwise, if you look at the background, his background was terrible. Imagine a white voting for the black. Can never happen. Martin Luther King's dream. Anybody knows the speech of Martin Luther? Martin Luther King's favorite speech, My Dream. He said that the black and white should hold hands and go in the US one day or the other. That's his dream. But you know what happened? The Americans crossed the dream. Blacks married whites, whites married blacks. They went into marriage, they went into generations. That was the way Martin Luther King got his dream. Now, Obama was also one such beneficiary because a white voting for the black can never happen. US voting for a Muslim, his name is Hussein Obama, can never happen. Happened. All because of communication, all because of leadership. So these two small things are really very big things for all of us. Only concept is, no, we can't, there are books, learn Tamil in 5 days, learn Hindi in 24 hours, learn, there are books sold by me, but it never happened in Toastmasters. You have on, automatically see changes in our own selves. That is how we create a platform communication. Why this way? This is a mutual learning platform. This is a platform where it is not a guru shishya parampara. Somebody comes, writes on the blackboard, somebody teaches, conducts class, webinars. This is what will happen is I learn from you, you learn from me. Both learn from each other only through communication. That is how we both improve ourselves. Therefore, the reason for meeting is this. We have to meet because it's kind of or an action. Here, when we want to conduct a meeting, it's not going to. Why? Why is not going to? See, any action today, in the future, not like the past, will not be individualistic. For example, in the recent, my own experience, I was a district PR manager. You want to ask, what did I do? I didn't do anything. But all somebody said some got an award and all. Makes no sense to me. It's not going to go around and say how many awards I got. In fact, I was having a discussion with top 7. They said, sir, you have made more number of awards. Because people will go and say, I got award, I got award. No, it's not that. Purely the success of PR, if at all, was only because of the team. The team did the job, not me. You want to know my contribution? It's a big 0. Or if you can say -0, I don't mind. But -0. Nothing. The team did the job. We need a team. That is the now coming to the point of role and responsibility. Now, can anybody talk about what's the meaning of role? What's the meaning of responsibility? Role is a title. It's a title. Very good. Responsibility is a function. It's a function. Okay. Anybody? Anybody having heard the word role and responsibility?
Role is responsibility. It's a commitment.
Responsibility is commitment.
Because doing something.
What is doing?
Role is it?
Sir, in a small way, I can tell you what is a role. A role is a part of a team. You can get a role only when you are part of a team. The team is the one which can create the success, not the individual. If at all Dhoni is a successful guy, he is not. He will ensure that his team is making the success. He will only tell the team. That's the beauty of it. If you know how to have a team and if you give roles to them, then you will be able to get out. Now, what is the responsibility? Responsibility is doing the duty of that role. That role that is being given to you, you are able to make it duty bound, you are able to do that role in a responsible way. The responsibility gets defined automatically. Suppose I am asked to be a timer. A timer is a role within the meeting. But the timer, if you are doing it in a certain duty bound systems, where it is defined, the things are defined. But automatically you are responsible for time. Now we have roles, we have responsibilities for the role. Automatically you will see a very successful meeting. Automatically. Now let's come to the last point of this particular session is the attitude. What should be our attitude? Sir, the winning formula of attitudes, the winning formula is opportunity. Opportunity is the key aspect. Can I get a chance? Will I get a chance? In fact, in yesterday, I think Ken Narayan was saying the very last education session was same way. Toastmaster Subhasini copied, I know she come to study, she did not come, but somewhere you got the connect. She copied. What has happened? She in the last minute she called me. She said, "Sir, can you give an education?" That is an opportunity, not for her, for me. Immediately I said yes, because please understand, for all of you, learn to make mistakes. It's an opportunity for me not to give a good session. It's an opportunity for me to make mistakes. Because once I make mistakes here, I know I will not make mistakes elsewhere. Number two, when you see me making mistakes, you will also not make mistakes. Because you will say, next time when I go to the stage, I should not behave like this. I should not keep my hand. Something like that. Therefore, Toastmasters is a great platform. If an opportunity comes your way, grab it. That attitude has come, you will be the winning. You will be the winning. Somebody, if I ask somebody, are you ready? Let's go. Sir, please, sir, when shall I come? Then it works. Because that individual becomes a beneficiary. Becomes a when 2 years ago, it was the area director who wanted me to be a division head mentor. Division head mentor. So, yeah, why not? Because that was an opportunity I got hold of. And I met the Madam Mallarmuri, and she said, "Sir, I want 7 golden girls in my division." Now that's another opportunity for me. Immediately I went to Trichy Toastmasters. I went to Award City. I went there. 7 golden girls I got in. That's a great chance. I will not get this opportunity. I won't get it. Immediately I had to grab that offer. Satish Menon came and said, "Why don't you be the district PR?" And please understand, I don't know what is the meaning of PR. And I don't know the abbreviation of PR. What is PR? I don't know. I said, yes, I'll do it. And we took it up. And I'm ending this year. Believe me, I had a great learning. Great learning. Something which I enjoyed. I learned teamwork. I learned PR systems. I learned so many things. And I was able to contribute. Take the opportunity. Club meeting roles. It's a great opportunity. Please understand that we are past presidents, we have crossed this. We would like youngsters come in and take this responsibility. If you take, I'm telling you, you will end up great. That is important. A takeaway. With this, let me end over to Toastmaster. Okay, Bala sir. It was through his thing that we started. I still recall the cup of coffee we had in T-Nagar that conceived the concept of starting. We never thought that we will share the platform together. Thank you.
You have a good memory. Thank you. Well. We had a wonderful session on meeting roles and responsibilities. In a way, coming in and taking as an impromptu session, Mr. Jayakar has taken half of my job. I brought this successful club series, meeting roles and responsibilities. Parallelly, as a TMOD, I thought of giving some tips for the young generation, but our, district PR has given nice. And sir, what does that PR mean, sir? I want to. Let me be aim for that. Okay, first, okay. Coming back to the most interesting in meeting roles and responsibilities, we all know club from TMOD to sergeant at arms and various evaluators, general evaluators. So many things are there, but many things happen behind the scene. Behind me, something is happening. Those who are on online, you cannot find out. Behind me were the successful ladies of this club, president and vice president. They are holding this, conducting the meeting. They also have a big roles and responsibilities. That is, entire thing is called for the new Toastmasters. It's called XCOM. In 2009, this club was formed. Before that, I was attending every 15 days. There will be a club meeting. So XCOM will be selected for July to June. But this club, we kept that every week we meet. So every 6 months, there will be change of gods. July to December and Jan to December. To conduct this, we have a procedure. To explain more on this, I have only few words because I had to introduce the man of few words. He is very, humble, calm, quiet. Our area director, past president, and immediately he will become immediate past area director. These are the only introduction because I don't know much about him. With this, please help me welcome one of the strongest member of Madras Toastmaster Club and a very good human being, Toastmaster Srinivasan.
Hey, thanks, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Balakrishnan, for that wonderful introduction and the perspective. Good morning, Toastmasters. Good morning to everyone who's there in Andhra Chamber of Commerce and who joined online. Today is once again a special day in the history of Madras Toastmasters Club. We're going to conduct the elections for the next term. Just to give a quick background for those who are new to this process or who have joined the meeting only today. Right, the nomination committee was formed under my leadership a few weeks back, right, and we went through the process of soliciting nominations and conducting interviews. This was followed by the release of slate, which all of you might have seen. And today we are all assembled to conduct the elections for Madras Toastmasters Club. The elections for Madras Toastmasters Club officers for the term July to December 2022 will commence now. For each position, I will call for nominations and any additional nominations 3 times. After I've called for the nominations, I will declare the nominations closed. If there is only one position, only one nomination for a position, I'll advise the secretary. Today I'm going to request Toastmaster Arun Kumar to be my secretary. The secretary will decide, I'll advise the secretary to cast the deciding ballot in favor of the candidate who is there. Right? If there's more than one candidate, each individual will have the opportunity to speak for 2 minutes. We'll then hold a secret ballot, which will be counted, and the winner will be announced. That's the process that we're going to follow. In terms of the nominations, in terms of conduct of the elections, I'll start off with the Sergeant at Arms post, then move to Treasurer, Secretary, VP Public Relations, VP Membership, VP Education, and President, in that order. Right? So let me get the process going. I'll start off with the first role, Sergeant at Arms. For the office of Sergeant at Arms, the nomination committee has recommended Toastmaster Gayatri. Are there any further nominations from the floor? Are there any further nominations from the floor? I repeat, are there any further nominations from the floor?
Online also. You heard anybody is interested in further?
So hearing none, the nominations are now closed. Without objection, since there's only one candidate for the office of the post of Sergeant at Arms, which is Toastmaster Gayatri, we'll forego the secret ballot. I request somebody either online or offline to second her nomination.
Toastmaster Sriram seconds.
Yeah, Toastmaster Sriram has seconded the nomination of Toastmaster Gayatri. I'm now going to instruct the Secretary Toastmaster Arun Kumar to cast a single vote on behalf of Toastmaster Gayatri, the incoming Sergeant at Arms for Madras Toastmasters Club.
Yes, done.
Thanks, Toastmaster Arun Kumar. With that, Toastmaster Gayatri is now elected the Sergeant at Arms for Madras Toastmasters Club. Let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Gayatri, the incoming Sergeant at Arms for Madras Toastmasters Club. All the best, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So we'll now move on to the next role. The next role is the role of the Office of Secretary. The nominating committee has identified Toastmaster Priyadarshini as a nominee for the role of Secretary. Are there any further nominations from the floor? Are there any further nominations from the floor? Are there any further nominations from the floor for the post of Secretary? Hearing none, the nominations are now closed. Without objection, since there's only one candidate for the office or the post of Secretary, we'll forego the secret ballot. I'll request somebody in the audience to second the nomination of Toastmaster Priya for the post of.
Take a second. Toastmaster Kavita.
Thanks, Toastmaster Kavita. Toastmaster Kavita has seconded the nomination of Toastmaster Priyadarshini for the post of Secretary. I'll now instruct my secretary, the election committee secretary, Toastmaster Arun Kumar, to cast a single vote on behalf of that club for Toastmaster Priyadarshini.
Yes, it's done.
Thanks, Toastmaster Arun Kumar. With that, Toastmaster Priyadarshini is now elected the secretary for Madras Toastmasters Club for the coming term. Please join me in giving a big round of applause to Toastmaster Priyadarshini, the incoming secretary for Madras Toastmasters Club.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So we'll now go to the third role. The role at play is the office of treasurer. For the role of the treasurer, the nominating committee has nominated Toastmaster Karthik Shivakumar for the post of treasurer. Are there any other further nominations from the floor? Are there any other further nominations from the floor? Are there any other further nominations from the floor? So hearing none, nominations are now closed for the post of treasurer. Without objection, since there's only one candidate for the office of treasurer, we'll forego the secret ballot. I'll request somebody from the audience to second Toastmaster Karthik Shivakumar as a secretary for Madras.
I'd like to second, so Toastmaster Jay here. I'd like to second Toastmaster Karthik.
Thanks, Toastmaster Jay. I'll also request the secretary, Toastmaster Arun Kumar, to cast a single vote on behalf of the club for Toastmaster Karthik Shivakumar for the post of treasurer.
Yes, it's casted.
Okay, thanks, Toastmaster Arun Kumar. With that, Karthik Shivakumar is now appointed as the incoming treasurer of Madras Toastmasters Club for the term July to December 22. Please join me in giving a big round of applause to Karthik Shivakumar, the incoming treasurer for Madras Toastmasters Club. All the best, Karthik.
Thank you.
So we'll now move on to the next role. The next role at play is Vice President Public Relations. For the office of VPPR, the nominating committee has nominated Toastmaster Jacob. Thanks, Toastmaster Jacob, for coming on the stage. Are there any other nominations from the floor? Are there any other nominations from the floor? One last time, are there any other nominations from the floor? Hearing none, the nominations are now closed for the post of VP Public Relations. Without objection, since there's only one candidate for the office of VPPR, we'll forego the secret ballot. I'll instruct Toastmaster Arun Kumar to cast a single vote on behalf of that club for Toastmaster Jacob, the incoming Vice President Public Relations of Madras Toastmasters Club.
Yes, it's done.
Thanks, Toastmaster Arun Kumar. With that, Toastmaster Jacob is now elected the Vice President Public Relations for the coming term of Madras Toastmasters Club. Please join me in giving a big round of applause to Toastmaster Jacob and wish you all the best, Toastmaster Jacob. So we'll now move on to the next role, the role of Vice President Membership. For the office of Vice President Membership, the nominating committee has nominated Toastmaster Anand. I'll request Toastmaster Anand to come to the stage if he's present offline. Yeah. Thanks, Toastmaster Anand. Are there any other nominations from the floor for the post of Vice President Membership? Are there any other nominations from the floor? Are there any other nominations from the floor? Hearing none, nominations are now closed. Without objection, since there's only one candidate for the office of the post of Vice President membership, we'll forego the sacred ballot and I'll instruct Toastmaster Arun Kumar to cast a single vote on behalf of the club for Toastmaster Anand for the post of Vice President membership. Thanks, Toastmaster Arun Kumar. Toastmaster Anand is now selected the incoming Vice President membership for Madras Toastmasters Club. Let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Anand and wish you all the best, sir, for the coming term. So we'll now move on to the next role, the Office of Vice President Education. The nomination committee has nominated Toastmaster Muthu for the role of Vice President Education. Are there any other further nominations from the floor? Are there any further nominations from the floor? One last time, are there any further nominations from the floor? Hearing none, the nominations are now closed. Without objection, since there's only one candidate for the office of the post of Vice President Education, we'll forego the secret ballot. I now instruct the secretary to cast a single vote on behalf of the club for Toastmaster Muthu, the incoming Vice President Education for Madras Toastmasters Club. If Toastmaster Muthu is there in the audience, I'll request him to come to the stage.
He's not offline, sir.
Okay. So I'll request Toastmaster Arun Kumar to cast the deciding vote on behalf of the club for Toastmaster Muthu.
Yeah, it's done.
Thanks, Toastmaster Kumar. With that, Toastmaster Muthu is now selected the Vice President Education of Madras Toastmasters Club for the coming term. Moving on, for the office of President, last but not the least, the nominating committee has nominated Toastmaster Preeti for the post of Office of President. As per the club constitution, there will be no candidates from the floor allowed for the role of Office of the President. So since there's only one candidate for the role of the Office of the President, we'll forego the secret ballot. I'll instruct the secretary to cast a single vote on behalf of the club for Toastmaster Preeti, the incoming president of Madras Toastmasters Club.
Yes, it is, sir.
Thanks, Toastmaster Arun Kumar. Let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Preeti, the incoming president of Madras Toastmasters Club.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best, ma'am.
Thank you.
So with that, we've come to the end of this election process. Thanks for enthusiastically participating in the process. I now, before I hand it over to the Toastmaster the Dave to conduct the proceedings, further proceedings of the meeting, I will request the incoming president, Toastmaster Preeti, to speak a few words and then hand over the podium back to the TMO. Go to you, Toastmaster Preeti.
Thank you, sir. And good morning, Madras Toastmasters Club. And I'm really privileged to be elected as a president of Madras Toastmasters Club, and it is a prestigious thing that I ever got. First of all, I would like to thank the nomination committee, Arun sir, Jayaka sir, and Srini sir for electing me, for conducting the smooth interviews for the ex-com roles. Do you all know one thing? Whenever I introduce myself to other Toastmasters from other clubs, like yesterday we had district awards, and when I introduce myself like I'm Preeti from Madras Toastmasters Club, I really feel proud to say that I'm a member of Madras Toastmasters Club, because it is one of the oldest clubs in Tamil Nadu, and we have many senior Toastmasters who can help us. Also, Madras Toastmasters Club has produced various area and division and district leaders. So today, I promise that I, along with my team, will work for the growth of Madras Toastmasters Club, and we'll give quality meetings and make sure the members will be benefited from each and every meeting. Together, we'll make MTC's fly high, and we'll maintain the MTC's brand in the coming years. Also, this will be possible only with the help of the members' support. Hope you would all help me during this term. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster.
Hey, thanks, Toastmaster Preeti, for the wonderful work.
Thank you.
With that, I hand over the podium back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Balakrishnan. Over to you, sir.
Wow, what an election! Very vibrant and young team is ready to take over from another young team. It's a great evening, and one thing to summarize, Madras Toastmasters Club in Toastmasters, those who are new or guests, we have various levels, distinguished level, select distinguished level, then president is 10. Even then you get 9 out of 10. That is perfect 10 in a year. This club is achieving. That's why the Golden Gavel and other clubs from various recognition for this. Hats off to all the past presidents and the current president. With this, I thank Toastmaster Srini for conducting this election in a smooth and crisp manner. I welcome the new team. With this, we are going to have a hot chai. Please join for, if possible, around maximum 10 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. 10 minutes. Over to you.
You're okay, you're okay. Check so I don't again check. You can add me. Already 10 is full. Okay, then the guests are there. Guest Balaji.
Okay. Can I have the name?
I will call out the
Okay. But it's quite difficult.
So what I do is I call out the people. Like guest, like 2 guests. They come. I was two guests. One is this Balaji. And the other one is that one Sarath. Yeah, just a minute. That's all I think. Yeah, See, I have included because voting name. Okay. But I don't know how much is the time. So I just check the buffer also.
Time up, sir.
10, 12 I have. 12 minutes. Yes. Enna the 12? Okay. 12 load adi. Fine. Yes.
Hope everybody is on the seat after your tea break. I'm handing the floor to our Toastmaster of the day. Over to you, sir.
After tea, I'm feeling very heavy, so getting up was difficult. You know, we have seen one session, education session, and we also had one education module on meetings and roles and responsibilities. You know, I'm waiting for people to again assemble before we start on table topics, just to share what is Triple Crown and what does it mean and how this district is doing. You know, when you become a member, you choose, you know, pathways, you conduct or present various projects. When you do, our district is recognizing this with various certificates with ribbon. After the first level, when you achieve level 2, then level 1 I achieved before that, because then there is level 3 I achieved. People achieve, there are 5 levels. This is level 4. All this during this term I achieved 2, 3 and 4. So when you achieve 3 levels, complete 3 levels. Like today Anand presented 1 level, and in each level, you know, there are various projects, various objectives. When you complete 1 level. Like that, you have to complete 5 levels to get pathways certification. Now, moving away from education session prepared speeches, we'll be moving to table topics. To conduct this, we have a wonderful person. Only I am residing near T.R. Rajendra, you know, T. Rajendra, and he is good in playing with words and doing things. But this, when I asked about the theme, the person said, intention without implementation is a daydreaming, as mentioned by Bill Gates. Hence, any intention should be followed by attention and execution, thereby leading to manifestation. This is rhyming words and filled by one new Toastmaster. She's good in yoga, overall health and development. She is a HR person, currently, basically from Bangalore, currently in Chennai. Please put your hands together. Help me welcome Toastmaster Rekha. Thunderous applause.
Thanks for such a nice introduction. And of course, I came up with this
rhyming words. I mean, I was preparing for the table topics, and I saw such all these beautiful words there, and it was just at the right time that you asked me this, and I thought, why not do it together? So, thanks so much. So I hope all of you still retain the energy created in the first half. It was a beautiful start of the session today with the presiding officer giving speech and the awards and also the speakers. Excellent energy created. So is this energy still on?
Yes.
Excellent. So yes, so today I'm conducting table topics. I am the table topics master for today. And this is very popularly called as butterfly session. So why butterfly session? This is a session where you get an opportunity to come on the stage. So, and allow, and most importantly, you have to feel yourself and allow the butterflies to come out. Learn how to tame your butterflies, and that will ultimately transform yourself. And yes, the special thing about table topics is that this session, many of you, who have not been speakers today, you get an opportunity to talk on the stage, and especially those who are online, you will be on the spotlight. Now, what is table topics? It is for the benefit of those who are guests, and also for the existing ones, just for you to again reiterate. So, table topics is a session where I will talk on the stage, in the room, and then have a time limit of 1 to 2. At 1, they will display of card. 1.5 minutes, they will display of emerald card. And 2 minutes, they will be a display of red card. And there is a grace of 30 seconds. And when I give you a topic, there's certain tips which we covered by Mr. Balakrishnan in the last session. Listen to the topic first and capture it. What is the topic? Then think on the topic. You can take a few seconds to think, and then you collect your thoughts and express yourself on the stage in front of everyone. So that's what is the table topics about. And also encourage everyone here to grab this opportunity to come on the stage and just be yourself, feel free to voice out, feel free to speak your mind. There is nothing right and wrong. It's all about you and about you. And yes, if for any reason, like when I give the topic, you're not able to relate to the topic and you just don't have to talk about it, also have the liberty to discuss the topic and ask for that. Okay, sorry, guys, all up for it? Yeah, okay, great. So here we go. So the first speaker is Toastmaster Jay, and he's online. Are you there, Jay? Okay. Okay, I hope everyone online can hear me.
Yes.
Yes.
Jay, you're there? Okay, okay, it doesn't matter. We'll go to the next. Toastmaster Preeti. Okay. Oh, okay. Toastmaster Prabhat. Topic for you. Nothing in life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Nothing in life is to be feared, it's only to be understood.
Thank you so much for giving me this topic. Nothing in the life to be feared, it is to be understood. In 2017, actually, I was deciding to shift to Chennai, but that time I was scared. I was thinking if I go to Chennai, it is south. Actually, I will not having skills. The thing is, I will not having skills with people because there were few of the people in the organization who were talking to me like, if you are visiting to south, you should not be speaking in the regional language or something like that. You should be talking in the south language only, and in the south people have their special food and all. So actually I was scared of that. In 2017 I have been shifted to Chennai, and it's been 4 or 5 years right now. The thing is, I was thinking of something else, and it is totally different. And people in south are very supportive. They supported me a lot. They, even if we go and talk to our rickshaw wala, they are speaking in our English, which we cannot see in actually other states. And with respect to food and all are okay to me. If I go and idli, dosa, sambar, all those things are okay to me. So I'm actually okay in south. I have not seen any issue. I have actually understood the people. I have understood the situation. I have understood the society in south. So it is actually my comfort zone right now. So with that, thank you, and over to you.
Next one. Now, next one is Toastmaster Gayatri. For you, the topic is happiness depends upon ourselves. Happiness depends upon ourselves.
So good morning, Toastmasters and guests. So thank you to the table topic master for giving such a wonderful topic. Happiness depends on ourselves. See, it's like we in life, we set certain goals. Sometimes we may reach it, sometimes we will not be able to attain it. But what we feel is that reaching that goal will be the actual happiness moment in our life. But that is not true. Happiness, it depends on the goal that we try to plan, and we should actually look for some short-term goals and the goals that are actually achievable. And if we actually set those goals and if we achieve, we feel a very happy person in this world. So happiness, it all comes from our inner self, and it doesn't actually depend on others. It depends on how we look at the situation, how we go about it, and it doesn't depend on how others look at us. It all depends on how we look at it. So yeah, with this, I would like to conclude that happiness depends purely on ourselves. Thank you.
Next one, Toastmaster Madhu. Topic for you is our intention creates our reality. Our intention creates our reality.
As the TT Master mentioned earlier, I have the privilege to change the topic. So I ask you to click.
What is your worst fear? What is your worst fear?
The worst?
Fear.
Okay.
What is your worst fear?
That's all. So, as you mentioned earlier, I have a few seconds to think, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, as a TT Master said that this session is like a butterfly session. I do have a lot of circumstances in my life that when I like example, the first time when I went to a group discussion in my college, I had the fear that what if other people think about me, and what if my friends think about me? Will this create different impression on me. But the thing is that there was a there was a professor that he actually joined like 2 years ago. He said to me that which group is going to perform first is going to get some extra marks, because as the first group which is going to perform, the first group is going to perform, the other groups will look at the first one and they will improvise on the first one. So, as a matter of fact, that the group discussion was going on, I did not hesitate to go on first, but I think that's all.
The next one is for one of the online members. Toastmaster Priya, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So the topic for you is, he who angers you conquers you. He who angers you conquers you.
Yeah, thank you, Table Topic Master. Wonderful topic. He who angers you conquers you. Actually, I'm not sure who said this, but when we are giving up to the for a fight, when we are giving up, we are losing the power of. I'm hearing my own echo. Hello. Okay. So when we are at. Okay. Yeah. So like the topic goes, he who angers you conquers you. The same thing I was telling, that when we are giving up ourselves for the anger of others, we are losing our energy, we are losing ourselves to them, and then we are giving a chance for them to conquer us. So I completely agree with it, and actually that is one area which I am trying to improve, or trying to better myself in that, because I'm a very kind of short-tempered person. So whenever this happens, I try to, but I think meditation and a lot of other things helps us, but I'm not reached up to there. But I can completely say that whenever I get into an angry mode, I mean, it is naturally the physical changes in us also stops us from thinking anything. We'll completely go blank on everything. We cannot make any logical thinking, or we cannot do anything, and we will completely lose. So whenever we get into an angry mode, so I completely agree that he who angers you definitely conquers you. So what we have to do is, let's not get angry. That's the only simple thing we can do. Be calm. Let this also move. Anyway, it is up to us, and it is very easy to tell that it is up to us to control our emotion, but I know how hard it is. But this is how we have to practice. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster, Table Topics Master.
Nice to know your thoughts, Toastmaster Priya. Now the next one is to Toastmaster Indumati. Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. What is the first emotion you had today when you woke up? What was the first emotion you had when you woke up?
Okay. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Thank you for this topic. Actually, I didn't expect this. Anyway, it is when I woke up this morning. What I felt, I always when I wake up, I always think about how I feel today. One is physical health, and then mental health. Then if I feel good, then I feel very grateful for that. So today morning, the same thing happened. So when I woke up, I started thinking how I felt. And, my health was so good, so I was so grateful. So it is more related to what to say. When we suffer, or that time only we realize there are so many things we do not give importance, like small thing, every day we get gifts like our health and other things. But once we get affected by something, then we'll start to value the things. So that's how I started value about my physical health. So I felt grateful for that. Thank you.
Nice to know your thoughts. Toastmaster Indumati. Now the next one is for Toastmaster Anirudh. Intention, good or bad, is not enough. Intention, good or bad, is not enough.
Thank you, Table Topics Master, for the topic. So the topic is intention, good or bad, is not enough. Actually, today the theme of the day is implementation intention. So we must first have an intention first to do something, then only that will lead to implementation. If we don't have the intention, then what are we going to implement? We don't have anything to implement. So every time we are implementing something, before that we are forming an intention to do that thing. After that only we are implementing that whatever we are planning to do. So always intention. We are every activity that we are doing, we are always having the intention first. Whether it's good or bad, we are forming the intention. That is why we are implementing. So intention, good or bad, is it leads to implementation, and the implementation will give us satisfaction that we have done something. At the end of the day, we have accomplished something like that. And it might be a good experience, learning experience for us. So that's about it. Back to you.
Great. Very nice, Toastmaster. So next is for our guest. Yes, Balaji. Topic for you is let life surprise you. Let life surprise you.
So, good morning, Toastmasters. Yesterday, I really go to college while I was traveling from college to my home around the way. I was getting down, I saw this old man, very old, very lean, struggling out of this. So I helped him. He was very lean, so I carried him down the stairs and I just dropped him. So I did that. He reached to me 30 seconds of my. I saw into his eyes, could see how grateful he was. And then at that moment, I felt like, okay, maybe I should not just to others, but just to myself. And I've been meaning to come to this Toastmasters Club for a long 6 months. So I had the intention to, I had it. And today I woke up late, 8:50, 55. I just thought, why not go there? Just got to this. So I think it's surprise for something.
Yes, Balaji. Next to Toastmaster Abharani. Are you there? Abhajan, sorry. Abhajani, are you there online?
I'm available.
Yeah, hi, Abhajani. Yeah, so for you, the topic is you don't have to worry about finances, what profession you would choose. You don't have to worry about finances. What profession would you choose?
Okay, thank you so much, Table Topics Master, for this very interesting topic. So, I by qualification, I am actually an engineer, BEC. So, when like I think that when we're like kids, right, and our parents ask us, or like people around us ask us, what do you want to be when you grow up? So when you're really young, the answer will change like every week. Like sometimes it'll be like, I want to be a rocket scientist, or I want to be an actor, I want to be a policeman or a policewoman, or these things will change. But after a while, you develop certain interests in life, and then these things will probably like stick. So for me, personally, as far as I remember, I was always interested in history of everything, like not just a history of things, like history of language, for example, or history of science. So even when I was in school, I used to be told that people used to tell me like someday you're gonna become a professor of history someday. So that was something that, as when I was in school, I used to think that okay, this could be a path for me. But then eventually life happened and things changed. So I am an engineer now. So if not for any other constraint in life, then I would probably have become like an archaeologist, or some kind of a profession dealing with studying the history of things, and to understand why we are, or why things are the way they are, or how they came about to be. So that is basically the interest. My interest has always been, even now in life in general, when I learn about things and when I try to study things, it is what I look for. So thank you so much for allowing me to talk about this. Over back to you, Tech Topics Master.
Nice to know more about you, Master Hawa Janani. Now we move to the next topic, that is to the next Toastmaster, Toastmaster Soumya. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
So the topic for you is, which is worse, failing or never trying? Which is worse, failing or never trying?
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master. Good afternoon, everyone. Failing and not trying, which is worse? I would definitely go for not trying, because every day, when I say this, it may be a shock to most of us, but every day we are failing. Every day, many times at a thought level, emotion level, or at action level, we are experiencing tiny failures here and there, and most of the time we are not even aware of that, because we have become immune to such things. So which means we are in a better state. So when we look at failures, something big happening, big, that is affecting our emotions, only there we focus and we started fretting, or we start fearing about it, right? But when we never try, when we don't try what we want to achieve, or when we don't experience what we always dream about, then it's a waste of life itself. So the reason why we are here, why we have been born in this world, is to experience this life, to try out new things, and through that learn the important lessons, and then go to a different dimension. So at this moment, this is the moment that we have, all of us have. It's a huge opportunity for us to try and experience new things. Just because the fear of failure or the tags that attach to the failure is affecting you, there is no point in avoiding trying new things or experiencing life. It's okay to try. It's okay to live our life to our heart's content. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say yes. It's okay, just being yourself, and rather than fearing failure, because it's just going to pass like everything else, like every small failure that was passing every day. Thank you so much.
Very nice to know your thoughts, Toastmaster Soumya. Now the last one is for our guest, is online guest Sarath. Are you there, Sarath? Okay, so I think the guest is not around. So I guess, yeah, we have completed all the topics. So it's my privilege today to take topics. It's really nice to hear the contributions from all the speakers. So it falls so much in line with the theme for today, which is implementation intention. So all of you, offline, online, you have taken that step towards the implementation, ultimately, which is very, very important for all of us to grow in our lives. Kudos to everyone. Thank you all. Yeah. So, Timer, are all qualified? Oh, very nice. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Over to you. Yeah.
Many times, one of the questions was, what is the surprise or anything? She asked, going with that statement. Today, the table topic master conducted, and she is not a Toastmaster for 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. No, she is only Toastmaster. In Toastmaster parlance, we call them, or just few months old in Toastmasters. She has conducted professionally. Big round of applause for her. And our club is really blessed with so many good people. Without adding much point, and nice flow is there so far. Everything is good, and we are going to hear from. Like our director said, what mistakes we made, or some other people pointed out. To point out that constructive criticism. We have Toastmaster already introduced our immediate past president, Sira. Over to you.
Everybody, how is the session so far? Interesting, right? We had a great start, nice speeches, followed by great election, smooth election. Now it's a time to evaluate the speech. Like I said, getting feedback is the most important part. Used to get feedback in many forms, right? Whether it be at home or office, but each feedback is a stepping stone. If you don't climb the stone, you still stay there. Okay? So keep moving. And we move on to call our revelator. Toastmaster Anand gave a speech on communication styles, different styles, very interesting, and a lot of learnings. To evaluate his speech, we have Toastmaster Karthik online. Karthik Sukumar is there?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So Karthik is a project and contract manager professional working for Italian oil and gas company. And he is actually a civil engineer with dual masters in advanced construction management, finance management. He lives with the philosophy that being alive is the biggest gift in itself. Of course, everybody agrees in this pandemic situation, all across that. And when I asked him what he wanted to do private life, he said he would like to take time to enjoy himself sitting near the seashore and watching the sunset and moonrise. Wow, what a great scenery! I still visualize that. So, what do you, Karthik? Let's see more sunrises.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Very good morning to my fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests. First of all, let me congratulate my target speaker for completing his project. What a fantastic speech on communication. My target speaker has clearly listed down and explained very well on the major 4 types of communication styles: direct, analytical, supportive, and initiative type of communication. And also, he has explained each and every type with his personal experience of his father and himself. He has used very well and connected the special day with this topic brilliantly. I personally loved the way how he connected his father to each type of communication style with him on the special day. Explained that the different type of communication style for each and every person will be using the style in different ways. He also assessed himself online about his communication style and informed us that he is a supportive and initiative type of communicator, and also told us that his boss is entirely contradictory to him of being a direct and analytical communicator. So there he arised a curiosity among the audience how these two different types of communicators connect together. He made it very clear and mentioning that how to develop that rapport, even being two different type of communicators having different styles. And said simply by saying like by seeing the world in the eyes of the others and sharing his personal experience with his boss by meeting his expectation of direct discussion with him rather than beating around the bush, and by presenting with the analytical data on the statistical data to meet the analytical communication style of his boss. But this explained very well the adaptability of the communication style each and every one needs to have in their life to progress. Overall, his speech was informative with great content and connected with the audience with his personal experience. He has used the floor space very well and also made it very brilliant. I have a very limited recommendation for him. If he had that, it would have made him a much better speaker and a great speaker, in fact. So, by finishing his when concluding his speech, if he had any punch, great punch, it would have had a great finish. And also, he has met the first project statement of his project by saying like to learn about the different communication style and identify his personal style. But about the second purpose of his speech, which is about to share the impact of his or her style on others, if we had spoken or little enlightened much better on that, it would have been much more fantastic. Overall, to conclude, we have to say that he used the mantra how to win the heart and mind of the people using different type of communication style in a most elegant manner. Congratulations to my target speaker who is evolving and continuously giving the best speeches and all the best to us future speeches. And back to the general evaluator.
Thanks, Toastmaster Karthik, for this very useful evaluation and feedback. So before I move on to calling the reports, I'd like to share a few words about Toastmaster Meeting Jacob's session. Really a great session. Like you said, yesterday we were in the awards segment, and one of the panel members, one of the leaders there, gave a feedback about, I think, Toastmaster Jain, Meeting Jain. So he gave a scenario where he had to give a education section on the spot, and within the next 30 minutes, he has to give. He was held in a traffic, and just then he got a message from his friend, and that single message gave an inspiration to give an education session. And like this, I don't know what inspiration you had, sir. You can probably share that session, or even you can say now itself. It was a great session, sir. And particularly the roles and responsibilities topic, you spoke that for 14 minutes, that too without any preparation. That's the greatest thing learning there. Now, like you said, one key message that came out is don't send away opportunities. Say yes to opportunities. Don't say no, because each and every yes will carry you to the next level in stepping stone. If you don't say yes, you'll stay there. And lifelong it will be. So try to use as much as you can. Work with the great sessions. So many of you have more sessions like it. So hopefully you'll learn more. With this, I would like to call the reporters, timer report from Toastmaster Tenzing.
Today's meeting was started from the time 10:15. Today's speaker, Toastmaster Anand, spoke for 7 minutes 30 seconds. And next education session Speaker Toastmaster Jayakar spoke for 18 minutes 21 seconds. And Speaker Toastmaster Srinivasan spoke for 13 minutes. Then we had a tea break on 11:25, resume on 11:37. And coming to table topic, the first Toastmaster Purple, 2 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Gayatri 1 minute 5 seconds. Toastmaster Madhu 1 minute. Toastmaster Priya 1 minute 58 seconds. Toastmaster Itumadi 2 minutes. Toastmaster Arunad 1 minute 14 seconds. And guest Balaji 1 minute 20 seconds. Toastmaster Papa Janani 2 minutes 14 seconds. Toastmaster Sonia 2 minutes 16 seconds. Coming to evaluations part, evaluator Toastmaster Karthik Shivakumar took 3 minutes 10 seconds. That's all.
Thanks, Toastmaster Benzin, for this detailed report. So next I would call Toastmaster Surapudi from online to share the grammarian report.
Yes. For the accountant report.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So accountant. You put it right?
Yes, she's on.
Yeah, for the accountant report, Toastmaster Anand had 1 hour, and repetitive words were 3. And Toastmaster Gayatri had 2 pauses and 3 utterances of so. Toastmaster Madhu had 3 pauses and 5 hours. And Toastmaster Priya had 5 hours and 3 so's. And Toastmaster Abajanani had 2 pauses and 2 like. And Toastmaster Indumati had 3 hours and 4 passes. Thank you.
Thanks, Toastmaster Surapudi, for sharing the accountant report. Sorry, was a mistake. So next, I would call Toastmaster Saronan to share his report on grammar.
This is my grammarian report. In case of speech, Toastmaster Anand used phrases like heart of communication, talk and do, beat around the bush, nostalgic, token of appreciation, high pitch and build of command. His evaluated Toastmaster Karthik Shivakumar used phrases like words like curiosity, adaptability, flow space, mantra, elite manner, which I found outstanding. Case of T.M. Balakrishnan, sir, who acted as a TMOD, used word of the day 4 times. And used phrases or words like thunderous applause and a few words, acts of manifestation. Case of educational session, PTM Jacobs used words like enumerated, evocation, cheapest method, numerous anecdotes, landslide, persuasive, Guru Shishya, beauty bomb. Case of Toastmaster session, Toastmaster Rekha, word of the day thrice, and words like or phrases like beautiful start, reiterate, voice out, up for it. And Toastmaster Prabhat used words like comfort zone. Toastmaster Madhu used butterfly sessions, improvise. Toastmaster Priyadarshini used phrase like giving up. Toastmaster Madhu phrase like valuing. Toastmaster Anit word of the day 8 times. And Toastmaster Balaji used grateful and Abajan history of everything. In case of Toastmaster Soumya used phrase like tiny failure, different direction, hot country. The end of my report.
Thanks, Toastmaster Saronan, for the detailed grammarian report. So now comes the overall report. Meeting started on time. Thanks to President Kavita for sharing the awards. So awards are always important because that takes us motivation to next level. TC flag is raising higher and higher. Thanks to all the winners. Next, we had a very smooth election conducted. It was a great speech, prepared speeches. And thanks to Toastmasters Union for conducting that smooth election without any glitches. Thanks to all the top members for cooperating. Congratulations to the new ExCom team. And also the current ExCom team have done a great job achieving this golden era. Getting this on a Father's Day, something carrying this to us. Probably you can take it back to your parents and say this. And next, I would say, what a great session by our DTM Jacob on this education session, roles and responsibilities. So have each one of you realized your roles and responsibilities, whether at club level or at office or at home? Please do so. So whatever learnings we had here, have to take it forward. Start implementing it. Have the intent and implement it. As per what are within team up. So follow Team OD's guidance here. Overall, I say, maybe, see, physical meetings to have stable chairs where the R-counter, grammarian, timer sits here. But still, we are seeing some people online. Now, when is the day you can see the table with all the people sitting there? That's what Madras Master started. Still, the old memories are still there. So we need to see more jam-packed audience. Let's make it a physical meeting because whatever you learn online has only one portion. What you're really missing is the audience at the stage. Now, if you really have to work on it, please come to MTC, get the best experience for the money you're spending. All the best to you. With this, I would like to give the control back to our superstar game.
Wow, what a day. I want to end the meeting with more emotional from my side. Initially, I asked, who is the most happiest person? Going with the team, Father's Day. Coming back to the Madras Toastmasters Club, as I said, 2009 and formed and here, I consider this club as my baby. I have fathered this club from scratch. I have many things which I may share later in the days to come. And handing over to Jacob and the other people, said like stepfathers, they were handling. The father is back. That's what I said, I am back. That is the emotion because with a lot of dreams, I came from Qatar. 2000, I became a member, 2005. 4 years, 5 years. Why I am sharing this? Meeting roles and responsibilities. Here, you get every week meeting you can do, you can achieve many things. In 4 years or 5 years, I could complete only CTM, Competent Toastmaster. CTM is the first title given 2000 to 2005, 10 projects as a VP Education. Sergeant down to VP Education I did. When VP Education, I had only 2 projects, 9th and 10th, I still remember. On in reinsurance, when Chennai was attacked by the tsunami came, I presented on the presentation. Today I showed how you can bring in the other props like music and other things. Just shared my experience. Those things brought back. Still, so many people were behind for the success of this, including Madam Indra Jairaj and Nina John and Jacob. Many people, I still remember the other old man, many people they came, and one lady came from our Hindu. She was the first VPPR. Many people they came for the advertisement. 17 people, almost new people came. This club was formed. That is a memory I'm carrying, sharing. Maybe I will share more days to come. Not to take the credit from other people who are instrumental or pillars in bringing this club later. I have to leave for some reasons. I left. officially what is there is different. And personally, this is my success. I always believe. And I have to thank and introduce the president today because she got the golden gavel, and specifically I asked and I wanted to introduce her before handing over to, as I said, perfect 10 this club achieved, maybe past president. And again, apart from him, we also had Babu Shankar, and now Madam Kavita. She's working in a project manager in SW company, mother of two, passionate about reading, gardening, and music. The one thing personally I noticed as a president, whenever she comes, the freeness, not serious, simple, with free, hands free, and always that communication style is interactive communication and friendly smile. That takes the club to greater heights, and it is putting pressure on the incoming president to, she has kept a standard very high. With this, I hand over. She got the golden gavel, and she needs a big applause.
Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful introduction. So we have one guest for today. Let's all the online guests, I think they are not available. So let's have a quick guest feedback from guest Balaji. Please come over and you can talk about how you felt about this.
This is my first session here. Actually, been surprised. The topic is full of surprises. Just an hour from to come here. I don't know, feeling for it and
Thank you so much, yes, Balaji. Hoping to see you as a member very soon. Okay, I have the results for today. And I also have the ribbons from our district, from TMI actually. So we have two first timers for today, Toastmaster Rekha and Toastmaster 10. So can we have you first timer? So we are going to give you the first timer ribbons. Can someone take a snap? Let me call, one by one. Can someone take a snap, please? Toastmaster Anand.
Yeah, just.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And first timer table topic master, Toastmaster Rekha. Congratulations. And the best speaker for today is Toastmaster Anand. And the best role player for today is, we don't have a ribbon for role player, but I'm going to give the table topics. And the best role player is table topic master, Toastmaster Rekha. And the best evaluator for today is Toastmaster Karthik. Toastmaster Karthik, congratulations, you're online. Can someone spotlight Toastmaster Karthik for us? And the best tag role player for today is Toastmaster Tenzin. We don't have a ribbon for tag as well.
Thank you.
Congratulations. You can take it. Thank you. And the best table topic speaker for today is Toastmaster Gayatri. Congratulations. And last week we had the best speaker, Toastmaster Prabha, and I think he didn't get the ribbon for last week. So I would like to give the ribbons today. Toastmaster Prabha, last week, best speaker. So what is the advantage of coming offline? You can get the ribbons. So please do try to come offline, people online, so that you can get the ribbons. You can have it as a memory. But whenever you come, please do ask me, Toastmaster Karthik today, for example. So I have your ribbon, so you can come and get it from. Someone can spotlight Toastmaster Karthik. So the meeting rating for today is 4.7.
Wow.
So let's have a quick snap taken. And with that, I would like to declare our 623rd meeting, 23rd meeting close. Can people offline come on stage? Somebody online, can you please take a snap of us?
Yes.
Gallery.
I guess some of you have to turn on your videos.
Yes. You all can come closer probably. Is everyone visible?
Yes. Some are there with the mask.
Okay. I think
It's say chief.
Karthik, you're taking, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Karthik. Please do send it across to us.
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you all next week. So I'm ending the meeting now. Do I check? I mean, 5 minutes.